say cooking runs in her DNA. She grew up in her family's San Francisco restaurant that has since grown to be one of the most popular Chinese restaurants in the country. Now, Kathy Fang and her father, Peter, have just released this new cookbook named after their restaurant, House of Nanking, and it's filled with recipes and stories about their family's rich history from China to the West Coast. And Kathy Fang joins me now. Hello, hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to cook with you today. So what are we making? The pot's already boiling.
So this right here, you're going to help me. This is one of my favorites. It's a 5-minute tomato egg soup. We're just going to add the seaweed in here to let it
Is that
bloom.
like dried seaweed?
Dried seaweed,
okay.
wakame. If you will help me add the tomatoes in there. This is just ginger. I'm
just going to dump it all?
Dump it all.
This is how I am in the kitchen, Kathy. I'm sorry.
all those yummy vitamins. It's going to help season the soup.
Delicious.
Yes. Then we're going to add some dashi powder.
Okay, what's dashi powder?
So this is actually made from fish. It adds this lovely umami flavor to the soup. We can go more generous.
More generous.
Yeah, more generous.
Tell me when.
That's good.
Good. Okay.
Then,
I can smell the fish now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we're going to add a little bit of soy. If you want to add some sesame oil, maybe half of that.
Half.
Yes.
I like all like the bowls and everything you're using. This makes me feel like a really fancy cook. I'm like, okay.
Mise en place, you got to get everything set up. That's the salt that we're going to season with.
A little pinch of that.
This is white pepper.
Okay.
So
I'm just going to
give it a little smell. This is the pepper that we use in Chinese cooking. Black pepper is not as common for us.
Why is that?
So black pepper has a different flavor profile. We actually prefer white pepper because it has kind of a floral, aromatic spice to it.
Great.
Have you ever had hot and sour soup?
Oh, all the time. That's my go-to.
That's the spice that you get from hot and sour soup. We can give it a little stir with the ladle.
Stir, okay.
Look at this.
And we're almost done, right?
We're almost done. Now we're going to add a little bit of the egg flour soup. Let that just flour up.
Can I still just stir when you're doing that? Are you supposed to be patient and let it?
Look at how pretty that is.
It is
You're
beautiful.
A pro. Then we're going to do some sesame seeds just to make that a lovely little garnish.
Oh, beautiful.
So easy, so quick. And this is what I'm talking about.
Little green onion.
Yep. As far as cooking Sunday suppers or food just for your family, we want easy. We want accessible. Nobody has all the time in the world to do elaborate dinners at home, and our cookbook provides so many of those dishes because us growing up, we didn't have a lot of time. Everyone was busy working and we had to make ends meet, and so a lot of these dishes come from my family where they didn't have time, they didn't have resources, they didn't have a lot of money. A lot of very nourishing, simple meals in here.
Beautiful. And so you think your cookbook can even be for someone that's like a beginner in the kitchen like me? There's all different, like what would be the recipe that you would say for a beginner? This one?
This one right here, look at how easy.
I know.
We're just talking. And this is foolproof. Like you can't mess this up. It's just all the seasoning. Look at how pretty the seaweed is. And this is so good for you.
That really did bloom.
Look at this. I mean, have this with some rice. You can dump some noodles in here and dumplings. It'll be a one-pot meal. However, the way we're doing it here is in a traditional Chinese household, we always have soup as one of the courses. You either start with it or you end with it.
Okay.
I like to end with it because for me, I feel like that aids in digestion. It's hydrating.
I've been hearing that.
It's good for your gut health. And then we like to pair our soups.
I know, what else did you bring over here that I can try?
We like to pair our soup with a staple starch. Rice is generally our staple starch, but this right here is steamed rice that we've fluffed up with a lot of Chinese Shanghai bok choy, which is right here, that I got from the local markets here. This baby bok choy has a lot of vitamins. We fold all of that vegetables into the rice. You steam it in the rice cooker, or you can make it in a clay pot, whatever you want to do. Rice cooker is going to be easiest.
So good. I can really taste the bok choy. I love that.
There's ginger and there's a little bit of pancetta in there.
Oh,
but
okay.
we use salted pork or cured Chinese bacon, but if you can't find it, pancetta is a perfect substitution.
Okay.
And then we have here stir-fried beef with jalapenos, ginger and garlic.
Okay,
with
I'm gonna try
a little
that.
bit of soy. So that's the protein.
Oh.
Protein, super easy dish. Now you've got a complete meal. You've got protein, you've got a starch with lots of vegetables, and then a soup with a lot of vegetables too. Like this is the perfect Sunday supper.
It is. The beef is my new favorite. The jalapenos, everything, but it's not overpowering. It's so delicious.
Not too spicy.
And while I taste the soup too, you've been on the Food Network. Your restaurant is wildly popular. So why did you decide now is the time to write this cookbook?
So, I actually always wanted to do this book with my father. But my father always said no, because he believed that if he were to share House of Nanking recipes, everyone would just make all the dishes at home and no one would come to the restaurant. And I said, Dad, that's not how cookbooks work. Cookbooks are kind of like coffee table books. People collect them, they look at the pictures, maybe they might make a couple dishes if they can't come to the restaurant. It's like a way to share our food with others that maybe may not be able to come, or they just miss our flavors and want to recreate it at home.
Well, we're so happy that you decided, and your dad was like, okay, fine, that this can happen. I understand too, you never really wanted to get into the restaurant industry. So what changed for you?
Well, it took me going into a different career path that I was incredibly bored in, very uninspired, and it was kind of depressing for me to be doing something I just didn't love. That was a wake-up call, and I decided, I need to go back to my family's business. This is where I fell in love with food. It's just the one thing that makes me really happy is to cook and to entertain, and it ended up being the perfect thing. I happen to be good at it, and I am working with my family, and I'm continuing a tradition with them, and getting our legacy to the next level. Maybe my young kids might want to do it, I don't know, but we're continuing this legacy that is very important.
How does your family come up with all these recipes?
So House of Nanking recipes, mostly my father, and then now that I've been working with my parents, it's the both of us. And then Fang, which is the other restaurant I opened with my dad over 15 years ago, recipes are either by my dad or by myself, or a combination between the two. But our food, we like to say, is it doesn't belong in any particular category. Like, you can't say it's Cantonese, you can't say it's Sichuan. It's our own version of Chinese cuisine. We pull influences from our food experience, from our upbringing, and we like to put a little twist on everything that we do.
And for someone that hasn't visited the restaurant in San Francisco, what's the overall vibe? What can you tell us? What are maybe the most popular dishes on the menu?
Okay, well, there's two separate things. As far as vibe goes, House of Nanking feels very much kind of hole in the wall. The restaurant's been there for 38 years, right? So, and it's open every single day except for Thanksgiving. Open all day long. So it's kind of, run down, but the place is so boisterous. It's incredibly busy. It's loud. It just feels exciting and comforting in that sense. And then they bring you just incredible dishes with flavors that sometimes you've never even had before. As far as dishes that you want to try there, the sesame chicken is one of our best-selling dishes.
Okay.
We have this garlic charred broccoli now with our secret sauce. We have this house sizzling fried rice that we make tableside. But the pro move is actually to just go in and say, feed me, and let us take care of the ordering for you. That's what we're well known for.
Well, I completely trust you, and I'm gonna have to visit. Thank you so much. This was so great. And you're right, I actually think I can follow the steps and make this soup at home. So thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.